Rare Pokémon, good Pokémon, are they the same thing? This is an idea I've endeavoured to find out over the past few videos by trying to beat different games with the Rarest Pokémon team. And now, I think it's finally time to use the rarest team in Pokémon Platinum. In Pokémon FireRed. Quick rundown before we get into it. Rare refers to encounter rates instead of quantity of Pokémon, so no legendaries or starters or Pokémon like that. It's the 6 rarest Pokémon in a game that we find, catch, and take to the path of becoming champions, and that should cover everything. Oh, also, I'll explode in like 5 seconds if you don't like and subscribe, so please make sure you do that. Come on man, what the hell? Okay, so there is a caveat for this run. Unlike Pokemon Emerald and Heart Gold, you don't get access to one of the rarest Pokemon in the starting areas of FireRed, but you do after beating Brock. So after dominating him with our friendly turtle and a humble bubble, it's time to add our first rare team member. Once you get past Pewter City in the Kanto games, it opens up the encounter pool quite nicely, as we have access to everything from Route 3 up to Route 11, as well as Routes 24 and 25. And so, with the plethora of Pokemon you're given access to at this point, what is the rarest of them all? I literally have no opinion about this. This is a pretty common trend for these videos, where I've never really used many, if any, of the Pokemon that you consider the rarest, and that's much the same with Clefairy. I don't hate it by any means. It's cute, and by Generation 9, Clefairy and Clefable gaining the Fairy typing, as well as some crazy good abilities, makes this seem like a fantastic find. That being said, we're in Generation 3. Clefairy is a normal type, there's no special physical split, and I'm just a little bit disappointed that we don't get to use some other Pokemon I prefer. Although, small spoilers for the Emerald run if you haven't watched it. In that game, the first encounter is a Skitty, which coincidentally is also a cute normal type that evolves via Moonstone. But in that game, you have to painfully suffer through to Meteor Falls to get it to evolve, whilst in FireRed, you can get a Moonstone in the same location you find Clefairy. Considering its move pool isn't anything amazing to hold on to, I wasted 0 time in evolving this little cutie into something kind of tired looking. But this is really good for us. Clefairy is fairly inoffensive with its stats, whilst Clefable, at this point in the run, has some pretty decent numbers behind it. And it'd be one thing for us to just have a bulkier, more powerful teammate for the early game, but once you make it through Mount Moon, you see these 2 martial arts specialists. First things first, guys, we can all tell what's going on here. Make out already. Secondly, and more importantly, these 2 lovebirds can teach the moves Mega Punch and Mega Kick. 2 moves with decent power that Clefable can learn both of, which, when you have these attacks combined with the status moves of Encore and Sing, makes for a surprisingly fantastic Pokemon at this point in the run. Like, I fully anticipated for it to struggle against the rival battle in Cerulean, for instance, but it absolutely cooks his whole team one after another in a pretty straightforward manner. Although, Misty is in a bit of a different ballpark with her Ace Starmie, so I wasn't sure how this would go down. Mega Kick. I don't think this kills now, but okay, never mind. Right. Now, Starmie is a little spooky. I just need to hit. One shot? Yeah, that's fine. Oh no. Just kidding. You fucking idiot. I mean, if that wasn't an indictment on the quality of Clefable, then I'm not sure what else you could ask for, really. It's not a Pokemon notorious for firepower, but like with most adventures in FireRed, I think the game is pretty malleable to let any team shine in most cases, and that is absolutely true here. All we have access to in the early game is Clefable, yet the only problem we run into is just purely experience management. I like to have some soft rules for these runs, like no overleveling past gym leaders, set mode, and no items in battle, but purely due to the fact that there's a lot of mandatory fights through this point, Clefable does overlevel simply through circumstances instead of needing it necessarily. The only other problem is just the build that we have with Clefable, as Mega Punch and Kick doesn't guarantee an easy ride through the early game either. Lieutenant Surge wouldn't pose much a threat if luck goes our way, yet a moveset relying on something with less than 100% accuracy, in congruence with Surge's paralysis and evasion strategies, made for a battle that's a little closer than I'd like to admit. We do eventually win out, largely in part to the level discrepancy at this point 8.2, but it was after this fight where I knew I needed to do something a bit different for the mid-game of FireRed. See, Erica has a level cap of 29, and by my calculations, by the time we make it to Celadon City, Clefable will just absolutely trounce any Pokemon with its accrued power. But equally, once we reach the end of Rock Tunnel, we can go down a different path of story progression with Team Rocket that would open up the map massively, and in turn, allow us to recruit some more rare teammates. So ultimately, I opted to just let Clefable run roughshod of the conveyor belt of mandatory rocket fights from the Rocket Game Corner all the way to the peak of the Pokemon Tower, and make our way expeditiously to Fuchsia City, home to many connections in southern Kanto, and more importantly, home to the Safari Zone. Yep. It's about that time. For the first time in the Rarest Pokémon series, we get the luxury of spending 500 Pokédollars to waltz in the grass with 30 Safari Balls, some ominous looking food, and rocks to throw at wild animals. Considering how notorious the Safari Zone is for being home to Pokémon uncommon in other areas of the game, it's incredibly befitting to not just have one rare Pokémon in here, but rather 4 new recruits for us to catch, at a coincidental 4% encounter rate. Chansey, Kangaskhan, Tauros, and Scyther. Surprisingly normie heavy, admittedly, but hey, Scyther is an awesome change of pace. Oh wait, I forgot, you can buy one at the game corner. So that locks out arguably the coolest Pokemon we can get, meaning we just have 4 normal types. Cool. Okay, that's fine. We still get 3 interesting Pokemon to try and catch. However, there's just one tiny detail about all of this that I want to admit. I fucking hate the Safari Zone. It's a cool concept, in theory, sure. But not only do the mechanics in the Safari Zone feel a little opaque, it's a crapshoot if it goes your way, you can do nothing meaningfully and reliably to catch any of these guys. Which, for context, Clefairy had a 30% catch rate if you just threw a Pokeball at it at full health. These guys, though, have very low catch rates. If we could battle them, it's completely different. In the Safari Zone, meanwhile, beyond throwing rocks, which just don't work in most cases for us, the only multiplier we get is a 1.5 times boost to the catch rate with the Safari Ball. We have very low chances to find them, just as low chances to catch them, and inversely high chances that they run away. How do you think this all went for me?
Yes, I lost count because I got so bored. Please catch. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes? No? Oh. Okay, this is my second Kangaskhan. I'm just gonna throw a ball. No. Okay. Kangaskhan number 3, please. I beg of you. Just stay in the ball. I don't want to be around anymore. Kangaskhan number 4, everybody. Kangaskhan number 4, everybody. Will it stay? Will it go? Oh my god, please stay, please stay, please stay. You are the worst. I hope you have a post-abortion. Okay, Kangaskhan number 6, I think. Please be the one. I'm going to throw the rock. Okay. Please, you're angry, you're so angry, you want to stay in the ball. Oh my. Oh. Yes, okay. Okay. Right. Please don't run. Come on, Tauros. Just make my life easier, buddy. Don't. Okay. Right. This has the worst odds of catching. By far. Oh, I bit. Right, this is, I don't know. This is Tauros number 2, everybody. I'm sure it will be glad to join the team. I hadn't even finished the sentence by the time it had left. Second Chansey, everybody. Second Chansey. This one wants to join the team like Tauros number 2 did. Oh, don't bait me, please. Please, 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 please. Please. There's some inkling in this AI that wants to stick around to be with me. I might have been mistaken. You know what? I don't even want a Tauros. That's what I don't want. I don't even want this Tauros on my team. Okay. Playing hard to get. Maybe I do want a Tauros on my team. Come on, please. Come on, come on, come on. I'm praying, mate. Please. Right. That marks 2 of them. Right, this is, I think, Chansey number 4. I genuinely, it's been 3 or 4 and I've lost count. That's how disengaged I am. Please just join. Please just join the team. Please. No. Okay. Come on. I'm running low on balls. I'm running low on patience. You are the biggest piece of shit alive. Guys, I have to retire. I just can't do it. Wait, just thinking of the most recent comment I got on my channel. No, I can't quit. I have to find it. Oh my god. Chansey, I'm pleading to you specifically. Just stay. Please. You are a child of sin. Please. Please, come on. Don't do that to me, come on. Oh, God, don't do this. Please, just stay in the ball. Just stay in the ball. Just stay in the ball. Oh, I'm free. Oh, I'm done. Oh my God, that was arse.
You know what? I stand by what I said at the end of this. That was excruciating, which in the context of having already had to find rarer Pokemon in other games by means that are equally time consuming, Jesus Christ. Eventually, though, we made it to the other side. And considering the work that Clefable has put in to get us here, versus the effort these little fuckers put me through, I'm giving Clefable a 3-gym holiday to just unwind for a bit. Whilst this trio can make a name for themselves, let's see if any of these 3 are worth all the pain that we went through. In spite of the grievances that we just had to go through, Tauros immediately makes itself known as the star of the trio during the fight against Erica. While it has a pretty cheesy yet excellent status move with Swagger, thanks to access to the Celadon Mart and its fantastic TMs list, we can overload Tauros with secret power for good damage, and even better, Hyper Beam, an ultra-powerful physical attack in Generation 3 to stampede over the grass gym by itself. In regards to the other 2 though, I became a little bit less enthused. Kangaskhan can probably be more aptly named as Tauros but worse. It's slightly more defensively capable, at the expense of hitting less fast and a little less hard, although one major leg up is that it has access to a bunch of different moves in the TMs list. So I opted to try and use it predominantly in the fight against Koga to see how it fared. Though it has access to Mega Punch for stab, Dig as a super effective option, as well as Surf for some coverage, I still ultimately felt a little bit underwhelmed relative to the previous fight. By no means is it a terrible Pokemon. It manages to make its way through Koga's team fairly well. It just isn't one that is meant to or able to dominate like I'd hoped. It functions well as a cog in the larger machine of the team to fill in gaps, unlike Tauros, who I feel can do anything its heart desires. And speaking of Pokemon who I was somewhat unimpressed by, Chansey, alas, has a brilliant stat distribution, though I feel it can only really use it if it has a team to play around its weaknesses too. That isn't really the case with any of the Pokemon we have right now. So while I went into Sabrina's gym hoping that Chansey would have some fantastic utility with how well it could tank psychic type attacks, I also forgot that Chansey's damage output is that. In conclusion, Kangaskhan has a wide move pool that means it can hopefully work around giving the team ample coverage rather than leading the charge. Chansey has defensive utility against special attackers but needs the other team to carry the slack for its weaknesses, and Tauros, while susceptible to team-wide problems, is just a beast that can brute force through any Pokemon that can't resist its normal type attacks. Like seriously, look at this guy in action. I'm not saying anything, but if I was a Miltank right now, I chose to write that for some reason. Well, that introduced the new team members nicely, and with the late game on the horizon with the final gyms and Elite Four waiting for us, it only makes sense to fill in the final 2 spots on the team. Now we can surf with Kangaskhan, presumably I think we're all in the pouch, and reach our desired locations to go hunting. The first of the final 2 teammates is a FireRed exclusive, which may already give it away somewhat, but at the power plant on Route 10, a 5% encounter rate eventually gives us an Electabuzz. In Leaf Green, you'd be hunting for a Magmar instead, yet I think that FireRed wins out here considering how useful electric types can be in the last stretches of the game. I also quite like Electabuzz, albeit I think I prefer Elekid. There's something really quite charming in its baby form, and I love Electivire. Far and away one of my favourite cross-generational evolutions to happen in the franchise alongside Yanmega. Still, I think this is an appropriately rare Pokemon for this challenge. To the best of my knowledge, no other trainers in this game use one, and mercifully, we had a little bit of type diversity now. Seriously, if I had to pick up a Lickitung to add to the team of normal types in this video, I'd continue making the video. Yet thankfully, it's not a Pokemon we have to worry about, as our last team member to include is found on our journey to Cinnabar Island. I'm not sure what it could be though, like maybe it's something a little bit underwhelming, or in the Seafoam Island caves, or... Oh, sorry guys, hang on. Yellow? Wait, what's that? I'm sorry, what did you just say? Oh my god. Good evening everyone, my name is Ash Ketchum, and we have breaking news. It is Muck Monday. I cannot believe it. For 237 days in a row, it continues to be Muck Monday. In related news, every single world conflict that has ever existed has since come to peace, and also everyone who watches this video is subscribed to my best friend Luca. Seriously, look at these stats, man. It would just mean so much to him. Wow, thanks Ash. It's so great to see you, mate. Shut the f*** up. So I was so happy to see that the last encounter for this run gets to be this awesome little pile of sludge. In another case where Pokemon FireRed and Leaf Green differ, we'd be getting Coughing in the alternate version, which, while I don't hate it by any stretch, there's a reason why there's no Wheezing Wednesdays or Coughing Kwanzas. Muck adds another type to our squad, with solid HP and special defense like Chansey, yet fortunately it also decides to actually have firepower to hurt the opponent too, making it a fixture in the team that I think can save us in a pinch when we need it. Now we finally have our full team of 6, and it lets us see how all of them can work as one single collective with the final major battles in our gym leader conquest. The first of which is Blaine, who is somewhat walled by our specially defensive monsters. Against Growlithe, for instance, we try a new strategy with Chansey of letting the hot dog just injure itself through takedown recoil, all the while Soft Boiled helps heal us back up. A dicey approach with obvious pitfalls, though it nonetheless allows Chansey to utilize its strengths in a meaningful way. Its strengths, in this case, are being punched a lot. Then, against Ponyta, we can just hard switch into Muck, who, unlike Chansey, can actually deal fatal damage, alongside a little bit of poison luck. We send both the Fiery Foal and its father to the glue factory after an array of sludges, leaving Blaine with just his Arcanine. With its power and levels, it's not an easy Pokemon for one team member in particular to be able to solve, yet having made it through his team somewhat effortlessly, we can use everyone in a team effort to get a comfortable win. That being said, while Blaine was straightforward, I'd somewhat neglected Giovanni. Usually you can just surf all over his team with a fast water type, no problem. But our team is both susceptible to ground type moves across the board, with no great answers to them either. And I went into this fight somewhat cautious that we could face some problems. Well, if not for our 2 standouts so far this run. Clefable is by no means a powerhouse with its special attack, it's just that Water Pulse on a Rhyhorn is able to dissolve it into mush in a single turn. And once rock types are no longer in the equation, we have Tauros clutch up for us tremendously. It finishes off Nidoqueen, gets a phenomenal critical hit against Nidoking, and manages to stand its ground against Dugtrio to take out over half his team. Even luckier for us, Giovanni swapped out Rhydon for Rhyhorn in this game, meaning Clefable can finish this gym conquest as it started it like it's nothing. Okay, it's fine. Well, it was kind of easy. I think this is the first time in this Rarest Team series where I feel like everything's just kind of coming up. My opinions at the time were pretty accurate to how I feel right now, because if we look at the question at the start of the video, this is probably the most concretely I can answer that yes, in the Gen 1 remakes, the rarest Pokemon in the region are pretty excellent across at least one regard. Whether it's battle prowess, unique stats, or the general cool factor I think they have, there isn't really a dud in the bunch, which, considering how we were able to stomp the gyms in this game for the most part, it makes me want to crank up the drama a bit. These are fantastic Pokemon that can put themselves forward in any major battle together, even with some obvious pitfalls in their way. So to amplify that, despite the Elite Four level cap being level 60, I opted to go with keeping these guys below level 54. It means that every fight ahead of us will be somewhat of a tribulation, and by the end of it, we'll know for sure that these 6 diamonds can make themselves champions. First up is Lorelei, who should function as Electabuzz's coming out party in this video. It's not been able to showcase much that it can do so far, but with her water types across the team, Thunderbolts do big damage, zapping its way through Dugong, Cloyster, and Slowbro without concern, although her Ace Lapras is where things become a bit more difficult.
I don't want to throw Electabuzz under the bus, but I think Thunderbolt definitely doesn't. Oh, you know what? It's more hype to just go for Thunderbolt. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, never mind. Never doubted. Just going to play it safe on this one, though, because there's no chance that I can take down Jinx. With its newly learnt double edge, lights are out. Hey Lorelei, I bet that battle wasn't very ice. It wasn't very.
The tandem of our 2 best attackers, specially and physically, made light work of the first Elite Four member, albeit that was already going to change, as Bruno is up next. And fighting types have a fantastic matchup against our team, along with his 2 Onix having impressive defense, as well as the fact his team have a decent level advantage against most of our Pokemon. This didn't have a clear-cut path to victory like the fight previous, but I still had confidence that we could try and pull through.
Pretty simple opening. Amazing. Okay. I forget how bad Onix is. Don't have a great answer for you. I'm just going to go for Sing. Yeah. It did live. And Sing hit. If you wake up on this first turn... Okay. Right. Plan of action. A single Acid Armor. And now I think we're pretty good. I'm going to go for one more. Oh, it's just a big snoozer. Big snoozer, that Hitmonchan. Oh, wait, what have you done? Why are you... Oh, you've gone for counter. Uh-oh. I just got outplayed. So... Okay, never mind. All part of... I forgot that I was slower. Never mind. Oh, I got outplayed so hard. Oh, no. I thought it was Muck Monday, but it was Hitmon Tuesday. Hey, Frank, buddy. My B. Let's just see how Electabuzz does. I think Screech is the safe play, actually. Because worst case scenario, if I can't take it out with Thunderbolt, I probably could have finished it anyway. Okay, that's lucky. That's lucky. Oh yeah, that doesn't do a lot. And this... Okay, that's good, that's good. Now, Onix, despite being a bit of a hard counter for the team, is dog shit. So I'm just going to Surf. I don't think this kills. Onix, you actually are the worst thing alive. Okay, just do some decent chip. Yeah, nice. I think we've got this one. That helps a lot, but I believe one more double edge doesn't finish it. Oh my god, what a generational throw from Bruno. Hey, Chansey, can you just come out for a second? Ignore that.
I was pretty unnerved by the end of that fight. My initial plan of having Muck carve itself out as a defensive wall got undercut so beautifully that it's a miracle we made it through. Nonetheless, we did, and now we face her. I hate this woman so much. Agatha was a frustrating fight to no end, thanks to Sleep, Poison, Double Team, and Confuse Ray being the focal point of her already powerful team. I had to reset a few times against her due to the fact that once she built momentum, there was nothing my team could do. Eventually, we make it through her first Gengar thanks to Kangaskhan's newly learnt Shadow Ball besting her evasion, Tauros taking out the non-ghosts with its sheer power, and then it's just an absolute toss-up with her Ace Gengar and Haunter in the back.
Come on. Go for Hypnosis. No, that's not Hypnosis. Oh, I had a Chesto Berry and everything. It was going to be really cool when everyone would have cheered like earlier in the video. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. Come on, Kangaskhan. Please. Please live. You don't live this, do you? There's no chance you live this. Oh, you do. Okay. Perfect. I don't really have an answer for you. Oh no. I've just realised I've not really got anything for it. Maybe let's lock it into Encore if we can. Oh, okay. That was a tremendous throw for Agatha. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yes, yes, no. You think I'm locked in with you, but you're locked in with me. If we can confuse it, that'd be even better. Come on, come on. Oh, it's still locked into Encore. Yes, man! There we go. God. Thank goodness for that. So anyway, guys, I was just doing a tier list on the off. And yeah, I'm just going to go put Agatha in that tier. Yeah, I think that's pretty good.
We had now made it through the first 3 of the Elite Four, but approaching Lance, even though he can't directly torment us in the same way Agatha and Bruno did, he's still scary, large in part to the level discrepancy at this point, in combination with how strong the key tenets of his team are. To make it through this fight, we would need a hero.
Ooh, okay, that's good. We outspeed. Great. Awesome. I'm gonna go with Kangaskhan. Because it's a safe pair of hands. Okay, yep, Safeguard is fine. That's good. Decent chip damage. Awesome. Okay. That was lucky. But we got by one of the 3 dragons. That's unfortunate. Oh. Come on, Kangaskhan. Come on, you can take this. Oh my god. I didn't think it'd be that close, but you clutched it. Here's who I expected. That is... Kangaskhan, thank you for going down there. That is actually the perfect setup. Because Outrage in Generation 3 is a special attack. And Chansey can learn Ice Beam. Oh my god, that does... I cannot believe it did that little. I'm actually kind of gutted that it did so little. Come on, at least get a crit. Come on for the boys. Yeah. Oh, okay. You know what, Chansey? I was a bit disappointed, but not only did you eat those hits, you've laid the ground perfectly for a Hyper Beam. Thank you.
That was another fight that threw me off a little. This time though, it came from someone undercutting us a little bit, but it all worked out in the end, so it doesn't even matter. We'd made it past the Elite Four gauntlet with our team in some fantastic fights, and it made me all the more excited for the climax of this run. Our rival, Bingus. His canonical name, fun fact. He beat us to the championship position, and he has a diverse, highly leveled, and powerful team. But our team was sought after, powerful in their strengths and charming in their weaknesses. So no matter what, I had faith that somehow we'd find a way.
Should be a straightforward start. I don't know if this kills or not. I don't think it'll kill, but if it doesn't, that's fine. It might use a healing item. Okay. Good. Good for us. That's good for us. Oh, why didn't I see this coming? Right, you go for Earthquake. And no one can take it, can they? I think it has to be Kangaskhan. Yes, come on Kangaskhan, come on. Come on. Oh. That sucks. Well, I still believe. Can we take one move? Come on. Okay, it's risky. It was risky to go for Calm Mind. Risky. Oh, okay. Okay, come on, Clefable. Come on, come on. Come on, you're my starter. Come on. Nice. Okay, that's what I was kind of hoping would happen with Kangaskhan, but nonetheless, we get it back. Come on, tank it. You can tank it, you can tank it. Oh, there we go. Beautiful, beautiful. But you are a problem. Oh, I should have encored it. I should have encored it. Come on, this should do at least a third. Wow. Okay, okay. I don't know why I don't get what that was, but that's fine. That's fine. They had a crit, then they had dumb AI. It balances out. Thank you, Clefable. Shouldn't do too much. You heal? No, you don't. Okay. Ice Beam was the play for now. If this doesn't kill, that's fine. We've got a plan. Why am I not surprised? Let's try this. The trap is laid, and though synchronize is a little bit obnoxious, thankfully we can get out of it. Don't have another option. Cool, awesome. My team has its strengths, and this is Chansey's to a T. Right. And despite the fact that Chansey literally does pitiful damage, the reflector's worn off, and that beast is done. What are you going to go for? Thrash? I guess so. Go for Toxic. Oh, okay. You about... Okay, okay. There we go. There we go. We're in a good spot. We're in a good spot. We're in a good spot. Hang on, let me just check the calendar. I think... Ooh, is it Mark Monday? What a amazing coincidence. I really wanted Muck to be the last one standing and to take out Venusaur, but I don't think it's going to happen. Thank you, Muck. 2v2. This isn't looking great. Oh, I think I need to have a layup. I think I need to lay up for Taurus. I don't think Electabuzz can do anything unless they got the paralysis, but I think the Screech is the better play. Yes, yes. Okay, okay. Right, it's not over. But that sucks. Oh, we live to... God, I forgot about extra speed. God. Oh! Okay. Okay. Right. I completely forgot about static. Let's not f this up. Come on, that's got to kill. Surely. Surely. That has to kill. Beautiful. Okay. Oh my god, it's a 1v1. And we might be 8 levels lower than it. But Venusaur has one fatal flaw. It only knows Solar Beam. So how much damage does a double edge do? Oh, okay. Oh, it's drawing in sunlight. Tauros. There's only one way this could have ended, bud. Send it. Kill, 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 kill. And that was a awesome champion fight. Oh my god, that static was so sick. That was a Hall of Fame fight for a Hall of Fame team.